Hey guys, I'm busy sucking a mint. It's like some London brand mint. And of course, always setting my phone up so I can be on Instagram and on Facebook. Happy Wednesday, you guys. What's going on? It's beautiful here in the British Virgin Islands, as always. It's raining as well, but I gotta make y'all jealous a little bit. So let's jump right into it. I wanted to get on here for about half an hour to really expound upon my post today. And if you didn't see it, the post is about most of us feeling like we're not motivated enough, right? I always have people asking me, how is it that you stay so motivated all the time, right? That's always the question. How are you so motivated? How are you so positive? People are always asking me this question. And through my research and through a lot of conversation, what I've realized is it's not that we're not motivated, it's because we're not clear, okay? And I'm just gonna dive into that, going over probably about 3 or 4 points. And I hope this brings some clarity to you as well. If you are on Instagram or if you are on Facebook, you can go in the link in my bio. So the link in my bio has a free worksheet that I just created. Your girl is working, all right? I just created a worksheet. It's about 10 questions. And if you print it out, and you answer the questions, it will help you get very clear as to why you're doing the things you're doing, if you're really happy, and it'll actually help you identify how to take some action. So I know that it's going to make a difference for you. I use it all the time. I actually used it to create my goals for 2020, and I really want you guys to do the same, okay? If you're on Facebook, it's here in the live section comment thingy. You can go click on that, okay? All right, so the first point that I wanted to go over is a lot of people feel like they're not motivated. They're always feeling like I'm not doing enough. I'm not making enough action in the right direction. And what I really wanted to get you present to is that you're motivated every day, okay? You're waking up, you're going to somebody's job, or you have a side hustle, you're eating, right? That's motivation. You are sending texts to people. Something's motivating you to text people. You're posting things on social media. So those are just examples of the things that we are doing every day, and all of those things take motivation, right? And what is missing is that the things that you're doing are not counting towards the thing that actually makes you happy. So this is what motivated my post today. It was that we are constantly taking action, right? We're constantly doing things. We're motivated to take action. We take this action. However, when you're not clear on what that action accounts to, then you don't feel motivated. You feel like you did all these things, right? You had a busy day, you were stressed out all day, but then at the end of the day, when you want to look at something and say, okay, I accomplished XYZ, you can't see that because you are not clear on what you're taking action towards, okay? So a great example of this is like me spending all day on social media, in my WhatsApp chat, talking to people, and yes, I'm productive, I'm motivated, I'm helping people. However, if at the end of the day, I can't look back and say, I accomplished XYZ, the reason I feel that way is because none of the things that I did were accounting towards something that matters to me. So this year, I've gotten very, very clear on my goals, and every day, any action that I'm taking is accounting towards that. So great example is my YouTube channel, right? So I just got on YouTube at the end of 2019. It is at Design My Vibe. Please go look it up, subscribe, let me know what you think. So what I'm doing every day towards that is, one, I'm always researching new ways to improve my YouTube channel, right? Because I have goals. I should share my goals with you guys. I have a goal of 30,000 to 50,000 subscribers in 2020. I have no fucking idea how to make this happen, but that's not for me to worry about because one thing I believe in is that everything is already done. We just need to take the action consistently. So every day I am looking up new ways to improve my YouTube channel. I am constantly sharing my YouTube channel, whether that be WhatsApp, my newsletter list, on Facebook, on Instagram. So in taking this action, even though it's small action every day, all of that is going to account towards my goal. The only way I can have a goal, though, is I have to be clear on what I want. So again, the point of this whole live is for you guys to understand that it is not that you're not motivated. You are motivated. You're taking action every day. However, you are not clear on what you're taking action towards. Okay, so what results? I'm going to take my mint out because it's making me talk funny. What happens when we're taking action and we're not clear on what we're taking action towards? We're left feeling very unfulfilled, right? We're left feeling dissatisfied. We're left feeling unhappy. And all of this is because you're throwing spaghetti at the wall every day, right? You're not setting a goal and working towards the goal. You're just doing things. You're doing what you think you're supposed to be doing. You're doing what someone else told you to do. And at the end of the day, what we want to do is work towards the things that make us happy. So I'm always sharing like the things that I'm thinking about, the things that I'm working towards, whether that be my holistic well-being, which is working out, eating well, writing a book. One of my goals this year is to become an author, right? So I don't want to write a book. I want to become an author. And that's taking me writing every day, right? So healthy well-being, becoming an author, moving into my own apartment, getting up out of my parents' house. Okay, this was cute for the couple months it's been here, but I got to move on, right? I have my YouTube goals. I have my financial goals. I would like to officially become an entrepreneur in 2020. Yes, I have been on my own for approximately 2 years. However, there's a difference between having an idea and chasing your idea and doing things towards an idea versus actually making money off of your idea. Okay, so 2019 was technically my first year getting clear that coaching and speaking is exactly what I've always wanted to do. And I've had events, I've had clients, all of that stuff, but I was learning and I'm still learning. However, I am clear that that is what I want to do. And this year I have finally set a financial goal of $150,000. I got to share with you guys because when I share, things become real. And that's definitely something that I want you guys to get from this as well. When you're clear on your goals, then you can declare them to the world and let things happen. If somebody knows that my goal is $150,000, they're going to help me get some clients and help me get some speaking gigs. And that's what we want to do, right? We want to be confident about it and not worry that, oh, I might not make the goal. Like, that's not for you to worry about. We have to believe in ourselves 100%. No matter what people say, no matter what little voices say, it's our responsibility to believe in our goals, right? So in me actually becoming an entrepreneur this year, I now have to be completely obsessive about the action that I'm taking. And every day that I take action, it has to count towards my goal. So yesterday, I had a couple meetings yesterday, actually, and some of the conversation that we had was around eliminating things that don't work, eliminating things that do not support you on where you got to go. And I realized, I shared this on live yesterday, is that in this culture where we can just go online and look at Beyonce's page and look at Cardi B's page and look at Derek Jeter's page, whoever the people are that you look up to, you can so easily have access to their lives. We kind of go look and we scroll and we like, and we sit there and we compare ourselves and we're like, damn, like, I'm never going to get there, or I'm not good enough. However, what's missing is us realizing that it took action. It took integrity. It took focus. It took obsessiveness for those people to get where they're at. And they share these things all the time. And the reason why so many people feel unmotivated is because you're not clear on what you need to take action towards. You're not clear on what you're working towards. The minute that you get clear, you take massive action because you're like, I really want that thing. And you're emotionally involved with the thing that you're working towards. For me, I am emotionally involved with making a difference in the world. I am emotionally involved in helping other people get clear on what you want to do and then being accountable, holding you accountable for taking that action. If you're working for somebody else or if you are side hustling, you're not giving the things that you claim you care about all of the attention they deserve. I never really understood the side hustle thing. I have no beef with it, right? I read a lot of motivational, inspirational people, successful people that talk about having a side hustle. That's awesome. However, I know for a fact that if I have multiple things to focus on, something is going to suffer. Somebody's going to suffer. Something. I don't know what it's going to be. It's either going to be my sleep and my well-being, or it's going to be my business, or it's going to be my child. Somebody's going to suffer. And that's why I don't have kids yet. Like, I am so focused on my bigger goal. I truly believe that if I focus and give my bigger goal my everything, when it's time for kids and it's time for love and it's time for all that stuff, it's going to fall right into place and I'm going to be able to enjoy it. And I believe that all of life is meant to be enjoyed. So for me, I am laser focused. I am obsessive about what I want to accomplish, and absolutely nobody, no drugs, no liquor, no financial, what's the word I'm looking for? No spending irresponsibly. I'll say that is going to get in the way. So this year has been about, not even this year, from the end of last year, has been about being laser focused. If you are not adding to my life, you gotta go. Whether that's a thing, whether that's food, whether that's a TV show, if you're not adding to my growth, you've got to go. And I don't feel bad about it. I'm not second guessing it. You gotta go. That's it. Point blank, period. I feel like so many of us, because back to the main point, we are not clear. We allow people to come and cipher our time. We allow TV shows to come and cipher our time. There's so many things that want our time. And when you are not clear, they get it. They take it. You going to the club for what? Because somebody said it's going to be fun? Who cares? Like, there's things that you have to work on. One of the people that I look up to is Diddy. Diddy worked his ass off. He's still working his ass off. But he gets to party. And when he parties like it's 1999. I don't know nothing about that. I was 10, but it doesn't matter. Right? So when you get to that point in your life, he's 50 now. He just had his 50th birthday. At 50, he's having lavish parties, right? And he gets to enjoy that party and not stress about what tomorrow's bill is going to be. And I think where we're at right now, yes, we're all traveling a lot. Where a lot of people, especially my New York crew, y'all are buying the finest linens and jewelry and all of that. That is your prerogative, right? I like nice things too. However, I don't want to buy a nice thing and then worry about how I'm going to pay for it. So I say all of this to say it is imperative that we get clear, right, on what we want to accomplish. And in getting clear, then we'll be able to create the results that we want. So last point here, right, is what is truly missing. So obviously, I've said it all throughout the video, what's missing is clarity. Now, the number one question is, why are you doing the things that you're doing? So, for instance, me getting up this morning and listening to affirmations, the reason why I listen to affirmations every day is because every day is a new opportunity for me to be great. And every day is going to require 110% of myself. And I know that if I listen to affirmations every morning, I am going to remember how dope I am, how much value I bring to the world, how many people are waiting for my message. And without those affirmations, I could easily be like, you know what, I'm just going to sleep in another hour or 2 or 3, or I'm not going to do anything towards my goals today. But the reason why I listen to affirmations is because they make a difference. They make a difference in the way I think, and they make a difference in the action that I take. So we have to be clear on why we're doing everything that we do, every single thing that we do. And a tip that I want to offer, and I'm going to start offering a few of these, a tip that I want to offer is for you to start accounting of your time. What are you doing with every waking hour of your day? So for the last 2 weeks of 2019, I literally wrote down everything that I did every day. Even if I was drinking water, 5 minutes, went and got some water. I wrote that down because I wanted to be able to look and see how I was spending my time. And when I was looking and seeing how I was spending my time, I was able to go back and say, okay, I'm eliminating that. Oh, those 3 hours that I'm hanging out with XYZ at night, eliminating that because I could use that time to do something else. Oh, that 2 hours I was spending having a lunch meeting with my friend, you're my friend. I'm going to see you when I'm rich. Bye. Eliminating that. And it's not to sound arrogant or ignorant. However, we get 24 hours a day. I got 24 hours today. You got 24 hours today. Well, he died actually, so he doesn't have 24 hours today. Kobe Bryant got 24 hours today. Rihanna got 24 hours today. Oprah has 24 hours today. Donald Trump got 24 hours today. Everybody has 24 hours in a day. And it is up to you to determine how you are going to utilize, right? Not even spend. How are you going to utilize those 24 hours for your greatest good? So my number one tip in this video today is to take account of how you're spending your time. Maybe 2 or 3 days, just track what you're doing with your time all day. Every single minute of the day, what are you doing with that time? And then at the end of those 2 or 3 days, go back and determine, are all of these things valuable? Are all of these things accounting towards what I want to accomplish in the world? Because you don't even realize that you're scrolling for 3 hours. You don't even notice. You're just on Facebook, and 3 hours are gone. 3 hours that you could have invested in your health and well-being. 3 hours you could have invested in learning something on Udemy.com. 3 hours that you could have learned something on YouTube. 3 hours that you could have invested into your business. 3 hours. 3 hours. You know what you could do with 3 hours? A lot. Okay? So number one tip is to take the time to write down everything that you're doing with your time so you can see for yourself what you're doing with your time. Okay? Number 2. So obviously my first tip is do the worksheet. Okay? If you're on Facebook, it is tagged right here in the description. I think this is called the description area. I'm learning Facebook, guys. A description area. The worksheet is tagged there. Go download it. You got to put your email address in. Put your email address in. Download the worksheet. Fill it out so you can get clear on what it is that you want your life to be, right? So once you have that, then you're going to record what you're doing with your time every day so you can account. Does this match to the life I want to have? I don't know. I'm kind of wasting some time over here. Once you see that, then the next thing is to then get clear on your goals, right? So the worksheet that I created, it's really a general worksheet. It's more so about, are you happy in your life? If you're not happy, even if you are happy, what could be better? What could you improve, right? So once you do those things, then you can say, what is my ideal life? You're going to write that out. This is my ideal life. For example, my ideal life is to travel the world and to speak to people and get them to get the fuck up off their asses and to take action. If you don't curse, you have to get over it because I curse, okay? That is what I want to do. I want to travel the world and empower people to see how damn important you are, how much value you add to the world, and encourage you to take action so people can soak it up so you can make their lives a better life, okay? That is what I want to do with my life, right? So I wrote that down. That's my ideal life, travel the world, speaking to the world, encouraging them, coaching people. Cool. Then the next thing is, who do you have to be to make this a reality? So a few weeks ago, I went on live and I talked about be, do, have, which is the converse to what we usually think. We usually think we need to have something first, and then once we have that thing, we can do that other thing that we want to do, and then we can be that person that we always wanted to be. And what I learned about 2 or 3 years ago is that it's not have, do, be. It's be, do, have. You have to be the person you want to be in the world, right? So my goal is to travel the world, speaking to people, empowering them and encouraging them to get the fuck up off their ass and to do what they're meant to do with their lives so they can empower other people and they can have the life that they want. That's what I want to do. So who do I need to be today to make that happen? Few things I gotta do. I gotta be consistent. I gotta be clear in my speaking. I have to practice, right? I have to share my thoughts. I have to share my message. That's the only way I'm going to get to international, well-known speaker. I got to share right now. Even if nobody's watching this live, I have to share my message, right? So that's who I have to be in the world. I have to be consistent. I have to be productive. I have to be well-spoken. I have to be well-read. Most importantly, I have to take action, okay? It is what it is. I got to take action. So that's who I have to be. And then what do I have to do? What I have to do is be on live. What I have to do is write my newsletter. What I have to do is post my YouTube videos. What I have to do is talk to people on WhatsApp. I have to send messages on Facebook DMs, Instagram DMs, so I can let people know what my services are. Those are the things that I have to do. So now I know who I have to be. I know what I have to do. And then what do I get to have when I do all of that, right? So I get to have all of the things on my vision board, right? So we put these things on our vision boards, we set these goals and what we have to be, who we have to be, and then what we have to do will result in those physical things. And I think it is so important, so imperative that we learn that and we master that, be, do, have, because that is how any goal is accomplished, right? You become the person that would have a goal like that. I have to become the entrepreneur, the coach, the speaker that is going to earn, attract, make $500,000 a year, $10 million a year, $20 million a year. But I have to be that person today. I can't wait till 10 years from now, because 10 years from now, I'll probably be doing the same shit that I was doing last year, okay? So that's number 3. Make sure that you're clear on your goal, and then you become the person that will accomplish a goal like that. You do the things that a person would do in order to accomplish a goal like that. And then you will have the things that a person who became that person, did those things, would have, okay? So I'm just going to go over it one more time. Me, I want to become a world-renowned speaker and coach that is encouraging people to get up off your ass and make a difference. Do the thing that really fulfills you. Do it well. Become obsessive. That's who I have to be, okay? That's who I want to be. That's my long-term goal before I die. I'm already doing it, right? Because I have chose to become that person now. Before all of the physical stuff that you can see and the material stuff, I have to become that person mentally. What do I have to do? I have to take the action. I have to be consistent on my YouTube channel. I have to be consistent on my Instagram. I have to be consistent with my newsletter. I have to be consistent with live streaming. I have to get over the whole do-rag thing, but I love my do-rag, so I'm gonna wear it. Okay, so that's what I have to do. And then at the end of that, I get to have the life that I've always dreamed about. I can have the life that I always wanted. I can have my 2020 Range Rover Evoque 4-wheel drive diesel engine. Oh, that's when I get to have all those things, okay? Be, do, have. What's the goal? Now, lastly, most importantly, in order to stay motivated, right? So the reason why I even started this video is because so many people are always writing me, talking about, I'm not motivated. How do I stay motivated? I don't know what to do. The reason that you're not motivated is because you are not clear on why you are taking the action that you're taking. The action that you're taking may not actually support what you want in the world, okay? So you have to get clear. And once you get clear, then you get to set targets, right? So for instance, my goal is to make $150,000 this year as a speaker and a coach. Okay, wonderful. So now that I have made that $150,000 for 2020 as a speaker and a coach, I now get to set targets, right? So my targets every day is to earn at least $500 a day. If I do that every day, then I will hit my goal of $150,000 at the end of the year. Now I know that the actions that I take and the things that I accomplish are going towards something, okay? So I just want you to understand, right? Like, motivation comes from the small wins. Usually we look at the bigger picture, and I can't chew the bigger picture right now, so I'm unmotivated. It's because your bigger picture is not yours. Your bigger picture is not clear. And the minute that you get clear on your bigger picture, right, you get to set your goals within your bigger picture. And within your goals, you get to set targets. And every day you get to take action towards your targets. And when you have targets, you can measure yourself. You can see what the hell you're doing. You can see if it counts. Right now, I have 65 YouTube subscribers, I want to say. 65, I think so. And that's in about a month span, right? I've been consistent for about a month. So 65 subscribers in 1 month. Cool. You know, I'm not going to complain. I truly believe that everything happens when it's supposed to happen. As long as I continuously and consistently take action to improve my speaking, improve my videos, edit my videos, all of that, then the 50,000 subscribers that I want this year will happen. Okay? So in order for me to accomplish these goals, though, I have to be clear on what the goals are. Then I have to set targets toward the goal and then take action, take strategic and fucking laser focused action towards those goals. So let's recap this video because I totally said half an hour. I am like raging and obsessed, okay, with this topic because I've just realized the difference it has made for me, and I know that it will make a difference for everybody else. Like I said in the beginning, last year, of course, you have to say it before you actually become it. I was talking about being a coach. I was taking the action. I had free clients. I had paid clients. I spoke at events. I hosted events in New York. Like, I had a pretty tremendous year, right? However, financially, I didn't add up. It didn't add up. And I think initially I was kind of disappointed, but I had to be honest with myself. Like, I had never run a business before. I was doing this from scratch. So I gave myself a shit ton of grace and I humbled myself and I said, guess what? You made it through a whole year. So what are we going to do differently in 2020? We're going to actually become an entrepreneur. And I want to be clear that there's a difference between just chasing your dreams and loving the art that you're doing versus making money, earning money, because money is already printed, earning money and being paid for the things that you add to the world, the value that you add. So my major goal this year is to become an entrepreneur. And my goal is 150 grand for this year. Okay, so I am clear. I'm crystal clear. These glasses don't have any type of prescription, guys. I just like wearing them, okay? So number one, the reason that you're not motivated is because you are not clear. So you are taking action. You are throwing spaghetti at the wall. You don't even know what kind of spaghetti. You don't know why you're throwing the spaghetti. You're just doing it, right? And when you're just throwing stuff at the wall, you're not working towards anything specific. And we don't want to waste our time this year, right? Everybody's talking about 2020 is the year. You cannot waste your time. You have to be strategic. You have to be focused. And you got to be downright obsessive with the action that you're taking, okay? So that's number one, right? And that leads to number two, which is why you're not feeling fulfilled, satisfied, successful, happy, in love, whatever it is that your goals are. Everybody's different. We got different goals. I'm not feeling, well, I feel great every day, but financially successful, that's how I felt all of 2019. I didn't feel financially successful because I didn't have clear goals. I didn't have actual metrics to work towards. And I'm switching that up this year. I feel like a boss-ass bitch because guess what? I spent the time and I sat down and I wrote my goals down. I wrote down my targets, and every day I am taking action towards it. So that's why I feel motivated every day. So everybody that's asking me, why are you so motivated? How are you so motivated? That is why, okay? Lastly, what is missing? What is creating this feeling of unfulfillment? What is keeping you feeling unmotivated? Number three is your lack of clarity. I talked about this in this week's video in the Doing Me series on YouTube. Please go check it out. I spoke about why we are not clear, okay? And I'm just going to really briefly, I'm probably going to go over time, right? I'm going to really briefly talk about this, right? We spend so much of our lives being influenced by outside people, either our parents, our teachers. If we have kids, our kids influence our lives, our siblings, our classmates, our friends, the people that we love. We are influenced by so many things from the outside that we are fogged up. Like, we're not even clear on who we are. And it has literally taken me about 2 years to sit down and remove the fog. I love you, mom and dad. I love you, little sisters. I love you, boyfriend. I love you, all of these people, my friends, all of these people that are in my life. I love all of you. However, you got to shut the hell up. Okay, I don't want your opinion about what I should be doing. I don't want it. Because all of the time that I'm listening to your opinion, it's actually clouding my judgment. It's actually it's impairing who I want to be. It's like pushing it further and further down. And I was tired of that because in here, I could feel that I wanted to be me. I wanted to do the things that fulfilled me. And I had to shut out the noise. And the minute that I shut the noise out, it became crystal clear. Crystal clear. I want to speak. I want to use my voice to change the world. I want to take risk and take massive action that is going to inspire other people to change their world. Okay? When I got clear on that, I started to take massive action in one direction. Whereas before I was doing real estate, I was doing events, I was doing all these things that I thought made me happy. I thought would fulfill on my destiny, and none of that was actually going in that direction. It wasn't until I shut the noise out and I listened to what's in here. I listened to what has always been here. Despite the schools that I've been to, despite my parents' voices, despite my friends' opinions, once I shut all of that out, I was able to listen to the loudest and most important voice, which is my own, okay? So that is what I want to offer to you. Like, when you shut the noise out, you get to listen to what is intrinsically important to you. Intrinsically, like you were, before you even came here in this physical form, this was already destined for your life. But then you came here in human form, you got teased, you went to a school you probably didn't want to go to, you had to study some shit you probably didn't want to study, you spent money or your time working for someone you didn't want to work for, and the entire time you were ignoring what is truly important to you. And unless you actually fulfill on what's important to you, you will constantly feel dissatisfied, unhappy, unsuccessful. You feel like you're never getting towards your financial goals. You feel like you're always in debt. That is why. That is why. So, again, number 1, download the worksheet. It's in my link. The link in my bio on Instagram, number 1. Number 2, on Facebook, it is here in the comment. I think this is a comment description box. It's in the description box. Download that worksheet. It is 10 simple questions. You're going to just write down what comes to your mind. What is the ideal life? What does your ideal life look like? Who do you have to be in the world in order to make that turn out? What do you have to do every day in order to make that turn out? And what do you have to have, right? We always think that we got to have the money first and then I can start the business and then I can be the successful entrepreneur. No, you got to choose the successful entrepreneur now. Mentally, once you do that, then you start to look for all the information, all the supportive facts, all the books. Now you're being an entrepreneur. You're taking the action. And then the only thing that you can do from there is take the action that a successful entrepreneur will take, and then your results will come, okay? So download the worksheet, fill it out, right? It's going to bring you clearer. It's going to add some clarity to your life, which is what I'm here for. It's going to add some clarity to your life. Then you're going to be able to set your goals. Once you set your goals, then you'll be able to set metrics for your goals. Once that stuff is clear and you're looking at it every day, you'll be motivated. That's what everybody's been asking me. How do you stay motivated every day? That's how I stay motivated every fucking day. I am clear. I have clear goals. I have clear metrics. And I take clear, focused, precise, strategic action. So that's all I have for you guys today. Just so you know, being on live is an example of strategic action. This is me giving free content, letting you guys know what I'm doing in order to stay motivated, what I am working towards accomplishing. And I really, really and truly hope that this inspires you. Most importantly, everybody's talking about motivation. This isn't meant to motivate you. This is meant to inspire you to get clear, and then you can generate your own damn motivation. Okay? I can't motivate you. Only the things that you want in your life can motivate you. All right, so that's not what I'm here for. All right, guys, happy Wednesday. I am speaking at the Rotary Club they meet at the Moorings, so one of the Rotary Clubs. I'm speaking there tonight at 6 p.m. I'm on a panel. So if you're part of Rotary or you want to come through, definitely take a stop by, and you'll hear more of this stuff. And I will see you guys the next time I'm on live, hopefully tomorrow. All right? Have a good afternoon, guys. Love you. Make sure you download the worksheet. Get some clarity so you can have the goals come true for you. All right? Peace and love. Bye.